My name is Aisha Moody Myrie. I am a real estate investor. I've been investing in South Florida for several years. I retook the DREA mentoring program maybe about 3 years ago, just because initially when I took it, the market, were doing changes, and I noticed that I was doing things the same old way when there were advancements in the market and also advancements in technology. So I decided to retake it so that I can get better results in my investing. When I retook the mentoring program, my accountability partner was Viju. My business would definitely not be where it is now had I not had the DREA team and also my accountability partner, Viju. Viju has been tremendous, not only Viju, but the entire team here in answering any questions that I had along the way. I remember in one particular case, I was working on a property in West Palm Beach, and Viju was actually, when I called him, he was actually at the airport about to get on a flight, and he stayed on the phone with me for a while just to make sure that I understood what to do in the process. And he said, I'm going to call you as soon as my plane lands. As soon as his plane landed, he actually called me back to see what the progress was on the deal, and I was on the phone with him for a while, a couple of hours, and it wasn't during regular business hours, just to show you the support that you have there. Viju and everyone else, if you have an emergency situation and it's after 5 o'clock, or even on a weekend, they will take their call. They will take your call because they want to help you. They want you to be successful. So on that particular deal, in addition to others, if it weren't for him, I don't know what would have happened with the deal, but he ensured that everything went well, and that I followed exactly the steps that he told me to take in order to get the deal done and get it done successfully. And that was a very, very, very good deal. So I was very happy for his support. I definitely encourage everyone to come to the meetings. It's has been for me a source of inspiration, because in this business, a lot will happen on a daily basis. But when I come to the meetings, it just gives me some extra energy, to keep on going. And one of the things that's very important too in this business is mindset. You have to be sure that you have the correct mindset in order to get things done. So I have a couple of words. That's my focus words for the year. It's wisdom, it's focus, intentional, persistence, consistency, and residual. So I just wanted to touch on each of those for a second. Okay, wisdom. So each day I ask the Father to just give me the wisdom that I need today just to get me throughout the day, and to get me in the right mindset. Focus on what you're doing. Try to minimize any distractions that you may have. And trust me, a lot of distractions come throughout the day, but you just have to be focused. Intentional is so important, to be intentional about what you're doing and know why you're doing what you're doing, which would also help you to be focused. Persistent. Being persistent and never ever giving up on your dreams. A lot of the times it may get tough. It's not great all the time, but guess what? It's a part of your journey. So I just want to encourage everyone to embrace that. Sometimes it may take longer for us to accomplish our dreams, but don't get discouraged. You have to stay in the game. So as Dr. Martin Luther King said, if you can't fly, then run. If you can't run, then walk. If you can't walk, then crawl. But whatever you do, you have to keep moving forward. You can't give up. You have to be in the game to win. Consistency, that's another thing that's very important. Being consistent in whatever you're doing. I remember several years ago, Dave gave me a recommendation. He said, Aisha, send out your property blasts twice a week to 3 times a week, but do it consistently. Prior to that, I was doing it, sometimes once every other week or whenever I had a new deal. He said to do it and be consistent with it. And that was definitely a game changer. And residual. find a way to have and get residual income, because it's, in my opinion, it's only with residual income that you will have true freedom. And keep in mind, you miss 100% of the shots that you don't take. Every day, make it a duty to show up for yourself. Invest in your mind also, because pretty much that's one of the few things that can't be taken away from you. Don't quit, suffer now, and then you'll live the rest of your life as a champion. And the only person that you're destined to become is the person that you decide to be. So as my mentor Dave always says, be fearless. And as my wristband says, the time is now.